Be sure to cook. Hi, and welcome to another video of Be Sure to Cook. Today, we're going to be making homemade chicken and dumplings. These are no ordinary chicken and dumplings. These are buttermilk chicken and dumplings. So, let's make homemade buttermilk chicken and dumplings. Let's get started. Okay, the celery and the carrots I threw in my pot of broth that I had cooked my chicken in, and I'm going to cook these until fork tender. I have 1/4 tablespoon of salt. I don't want to put a lot of salt inside of this dish. Well, I'm sifting this salt, but I can't sift this salt because this is sea salt. So you can use regular salt, iodine salt, sea salt, you know, whatever salt. I just got 1/4 tablespoon of that. And now I'm going to start adding in my fat. You always need fat inside your dumplings. You can either use butter, which I'm going to be using salted butter, salted stick butter, or you can use Crisco grease, or you know, anything besides liquid. It has to be a solid. So let me get all this together and we'll do this. Right now we're going to start off with our dumplings. My chicken has already been prepared earlier. Everything will be on the bottom of your screen to make the chicken. Now we're going to start off with our dumplings. I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour that I'm going to sift. Okay, so I'm going to start putting some of my flour in my sifter. And I'm going to sift this in a very large bowl. I'm using a glass bowl, but you can use whatever, as long as it's a large bowl. So I'm going to sift 2 cups of all-purpose flour into this bowl. I think sifting is a lot better for me, because if I sift this, it'll be more light and airy, with the dumplings that I'm about to make. Okay, then in my broth, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of the buttermilk inside my broth. While, I'm still cooking my carrots and vegetables, and I'm going to add in my dumplings. Okay, I am now rolling out my dough, and I've got my flour, all-purpose flour, guys. That's what you're going to be using. And I'm going to roll these out, and I'm going to slightly turn and roll them out. You can do them thin, thick, the size you want to do them. I kind of do them thin a little bit, and if you want them thicker, you can. And I just cut these, any kind of size. Depends on how big you want your dumplings. And you can just, if it's not, you can stretch it as much as you want it. No perfect size. I cut them because they're going to swell up anyway. Look at that. See all that season in there? That season is parsley. So I did about a tablespoon of parsley, tablespoon of garlic powder, and I did some cracked black pepper I put in there, and I mixed that up. Actually, I was so excited of doing it, I supposed to put it in the flour mix before I started mixing all the butter and stuff, but it worked out pretty good. Any way it goes, it still worked out good. So it got in there. So let me finish rolling these up, and then we'll show you how to dump these into the juice. Okay, then I'm going to start placing some of these dumplings inside this hot boiling juice. You got to get your juice really boiling. My vegetables are still in here. They're not cooked all the way, but it's going to take a while for my dumplings to get done, for them to cook all the way. So I'm just going to go and let them cook with my vegetables. Now I'm cooking a very large pot because this is 2 cups of, the flour mix, and I put my seasons inside of the dumpling because guess what? Like he always said, it don't come seasoned, and it doesn't. So you got to season it yourself. So I'm going to stick these dumplings in here. Let these go. And I'm going to toss these a little bit. Break those up. And I'm going to start going ahead and getting the rest of the pot in here. Okay, I've stuck my dumplings in, and I got to stir to make sure they don't stick. Make sure they're nice and hot in the juice and they start coming up before stirring. So once they start stirring, they kind of like, you don't want them to stick. And I got that buttermilk, but I'm going to put a little bit more buttermilk in there towards the end. Okay, let's let these simmer for about 30-35 minutes. All right, I've been cooking this for a while, and as it got done, I set it to the side and let it steam to cook after 35 minutes or maybe 45. Try your dumplings to make sure they're nice and done for you, and put a top on that. Let that steam for another 25 minutes, setting on the back of the stove with a top on that, so that steam can really cook those good. It gets thick. After that, I take my chicken and I add my chicken inside of it, stir it a couple times, and you're ready to serve. So let's plate this up. Okay guys, this is what it looks like. It's been plated and it's done. And this is my wonderful chicken and dumplings. So these chicken and dumplings are not any ordinary chicken and dumplings. They are buttermilk chicken and dumplings. And you see me use buttermilk. Make sure you do use a half cup of buttermilk, or everything will be on the bottom of your screen. So guys, thank you for another show. Thank you for watching this video. And I want you to subscribe, share, and like our channel to YouTube anytime. Come back and we'll do another one. Bye.